And joining me in studio now is Tom Djokovic. Tom is CEO of XsunX Incorporated, XSNX, their stock symbol. Tom, good to see you again.
It's great to be back in studio, Don.
Well, you always have such a sunny disposition, obviously, because you're in the solar power business.
Yep.
But we've been talking lately about this burgeoning Southern California market for commercial solar installations, and your company has really jumped heavy into that, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely, Don. We started focusing on this about 7-8 months ago and slowly building momentum, and it's really starting to open up quite significantly. I mean, just this week alone, we've probably already bid well in excess of $1 million worth of projects, and the phone just keeps ringing.
Well, speaking of the phone, I mean, last week we had you scheduled in studio. We had to do the interview by phone because you couldn't get here.
I was in the field. That's right.
Now, one of the things I think that's been pushing the market is this incredible financing lease-to-own program that you have. Tell us about that.
Well, it's not just a lease-to-own program. It's around the overall all the tax benefits. I think I brought a little sample sheet of what we can do. We sit down with a client. We look at analyze their electric consumption historically over the last 12 months. We then design a system. We show how that system influences their future electric bills, maybe even suggest that they move to a different rate structure. And in the analysis, what we provide, we show them the kind of savings. I mean, one of the examples when I brought, the original cost of the system around $230,000. The net effective cost after all the rebates, tax benefits, and everything, around $26,000. Wow. And at the same time, Don, the system actually increases the value of the property. The $230,000 initial investment winds up with a $300,000 increase to the property valuation. So it's a win-win situation, and we provide all that in cash flows, charts, you name it, try to make it as easy as possible for customers to understand.
Now, you have mentioned in the past on this program that you've actually been able to do proposals for client where they actually are netting cash flow positive, putting the system in from day one.
It can get that close. I mean, there's certain fees you just can't get rid of with Edison. I like to joke that there's, the unavoidables are death taxes and power bills. So there's some aspects of power bill you can't get rid of, but we can get awfully close.
Now, here in Southern California, of course, electricity is increasingly getting much more expensive. So you must be, your proposals must be falling on, I would refer to them as receptive ears.
Oh, absolutely. You get a client who says no one month, and next month you get a fax, an email with the utility bill and a big question mark, help, because all of a sudden their rates change and they're like, my gosh, this is something that's happening real, it's tangible, I better do something about it.
Now, who are some of the clients you're going after? I mean, these are commercial installations. These are what, office buildings, industrial buildings? Are you getting involved in residential developments as well? What are you looking at mainly?
It's all commercial, all commercial. The only residential we get involved in is if, let's say, we do something for a building and the executive officers are looking to do something for their home. If we do it at the same time, we could offer some substantial savings because our buying power is so great when we buy 2, 3, 4, 500 solar modules at a time. But past that, we're really not after the residential market. The rebates in that market, I think, are virtually gone anyway. Okay. So it's really the commercial market, and that's where things are really blowing wide open.
Now, of course, we're in Southern California, which has plenty of sun, plenty of population, so you have a lot of potential business. How crowded is the space? How much competition do you have?
Well, on the commercial side, occasionally we see other bids, but quite often we come in and we wind up being the only firm that they're talking to, and it really boils down to just financial economics. Does it make sense for the client or not, and not so much of a bidding war. We try not to win on price alone. We try to win based on proposals based on the fact that we're presenting accurate financials and we're providing a high-quality product for a fair price.
Now, your personal experience as a general contractor, that has to help this whole process along.
Helps a lot because I understand how buildings are made, I understand the building codes, the fire codes, and so we try to design everything. Well, we do design everything so it's in 100% compliance, and we at the same time we can get very creative with ideas. I have a church I'm looking at. We're looking at putting a large patio-type canopy awning over a large series of air conditioners. Without that idea, they weren't going to get solar anywhere. Wow. So, and it's going to require some structural additions to the building, but we're capable and licensed to be able to do that.
XsunX is the company. The stock symbol is XSNX. Tom, gets more exciting every time you come in. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it.